Well, good afternoon. This is Houndog Steve wishing you a very pleasant afternoon, and I hope this finds you all well. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, now I am uploading to Rumble, and I just put up my second exclusive video to Rumble. You will not be able to watch that on YouTube. However, I will link that below, and you'll be able to go over to my other channel and watch it there. And I'm going to be doing this about once a week now. I'm going to upload an exclusive video to Rumble and yeah, give YouTube a run for its money. And of course, this video will be automatically uploaded to Rumble as well. And so, can you say Bitcoin? Can you say Bitcoin? Oh my God, this is just a short little breaking news from Zero Hedge. Fidelity Investments is going to be allowing its 23,000 businesses that it handles money for to use Bitcoin as part of their retirement plan. And this is even as the Department of Labor is issuing cautionary remarks about doing the very same thing. How interesting is that? Now, are you going to take the word of the government, or are you going to watch what Fidelity Investments is doing? And well, when you read the article, you'll see why they're doing it, and follow their lead. And again, you know, well, with Fidelity, this is actually the two things that I'm talking about. Firstly, it is an endorsement of Bitcoin, as you will see in the article, but it is also a complete repudiation of the fiat fractional reserve banking system that we work under right now, and central bank digital currencies, because it doesn't want to include those in its portfolios. So again, you know, sometimes what's not said is as important as what is said, and what's included in the conversation and what is not included in the conversation. Okay, so let's just go over, read this quick article, and I'll come back and do a quick wrap up. Okie dokie, here we go. And this from Zero Hedge. Fidelity to allow Bitcoin investments in retirement plans. Investments in Giant Fidelity will reportedly enable its 23,000 business clients to offer Bitcoin accounts for their workers' 401ks later this year. Fidelity Investments plans to allow investors to allocate part of their 401ks into Bitcoin later this year, according to a report by the Wall Street Journal. Fidelity, which manages employee benefit programs for nearly 23,000 businesses, is set to become the first major retirement plan provider to allow Bitcoin exposure in retirement accounts. There is a need for a diverse set of products and investment solutions for our investors, says Dave Gray, Fidelity's head of workplace retirement offerings and platforms, per the report. We fully expect that cryptocurrency is going to shape the way future generations think about investing for the near term and the long term. The plan is to let investors allocate up to 20% of their retirement account into Bitcoin. However, plan sponsors could end up lowering that threshold at their discretion. And of course, that could be an issue, but we won't go into that here. Gray reportedly said the offering will be limited to Bitcoin and not contemplate other cryptocurrencies from the start. The Boston-based firm's move comes on the heels of cautionary comments by the US Department of Labor in regards to adding Bitcoin exposure to retirement plans. In a March blog post, the acting Assistant Secretary of the DOL, Employee Benefits Security Administration, Ali Kawar, said the department had serious concerns about plans' decisions to expose participants to direct investments in cryptocurrencies, citing serious risks such exposure can bring, including valuation concerns, obstacles to making informed decisions, and we don't have that now, price volatility, and a yet unclear regulatory landscape in the country. The department argued US President Biden's recent executive order on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and central bank digital currency highlights those risks. Despite the risk perceived by the DOL, Gray told the WSJ that Fidelity has seen growing and organic interest from clients, especially those with younger employees. In addition to be able to transfer up to 20% of their account balances to a Bitcoin account in Fidelity's trading and custody platform, workers at companies that sign up for the new offering will also be able to invest up to the same amount of each payroll contribution to Bitcoin. Fidelity launched a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund ETF in Canada in December after frustrated attempts to list such a product in the US as the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, keeps blocking offerings that directly invest in the asset. So there you go. There's a company telling you that they don't care what the government says, what the warnings are, that this is the way of the future. Now, I think this is a clear indication that whatever regulatory issues that there are going to be around Bitcoin and investing in Bitcoin, they're going to be resolved. And because of the size of some of these companies and people now getting involved, well, like I say, they're giving you the notice, they're putting you on notice that we will be crossing that line sooner rather than later. And I'm so pleased with the amount of emails that I got. I sent off a whole bunch of Bitcoin protocols on how to buy your Bitcoin safely, without risk or the least amount of risk. You always have to be careful. You always have to be careful. We're moving into a whole new territory here, and it demands personal responsibility. But Bitcoin is a long-term thing, as they say. We need to be concerned about long-term strategies for our clients and give them a greater offering. Remember that there is a Bitcoin Visa, a Bitcoin MasterCard, and a Bitcoin PayPal. So, and this is what these people do. They do this all the time with absolutely everything, is that they will shuffle and put things down and mischaracterize stuff until they are right up to their own personal adoption level, and boom, they'll cross over that line in a split second, and you'll be left wondering what the hell happened and why you didn't catch on, why you thought it was just some kind of enterprise for people trying to break the law. And don't get left out in the cold. This is not investment advice, and those protocols are to allow you to open up those avenues, those exits, those lifeboats, should you need them. But I'm going to bring you as much information as I can, verifying what I'm saying, that this is not just a joke, this is not just something here and there, it's not going to disappear overnight. This is here for the long term. This is a big deal. This is a real change in the way we view money and the way we behave. Bitcoin means that you can actually have your own bank on your phone, not even have to go to another bank. You will be your own bank. And because of the nature, all of the third-party verification is done away with because it is inherent in the algorithm. So everything that happens on the Bitcoin algorithm in the blockchain, that's a permanent open ledger of what has happened. So you don't need any third parties like lawyers or accountants to verify things anymore. I don't know if you thought about that aspect. That is absolutely huge. The amount of money that we pay for third parties to verify the veracity of transactions is unbelievable. The people who wire money to other countries. Right now, Wells Fargo, companies like that, they're charging 1% to wire money. That's huge. That's huge. If you're wiring $1 million, 1%? Are you kidding me? Okay, so as I say, this is not investment advice, but I'm just bringing you as much evidence as I can that this is the real deal. And you should be at least sitting up and paying attention to what's going on in the crypto world. Okie dokie, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please share far and wide. Twitter, I'm going to do a video on Twitter. There's some interesting stuff that's happened with Elon Musk taking over the company. It's gone through. But yeah, share on Twitter, please. And in the meantime, this is Houndog Steve signing off, wishing you a very pleasant afternoon, and we'll talk very shortly. See you now. Take care. Bye.